I need to pause the questioning of the panel for a quick minute here and turn to a polling question. This question is not for Helen or Daniela. This question is for you, the listeners in the audience. We're curious to know how far you are from your next IND filing. Probably should have put another up there just in case there was anybody that wanted to hit the more than 24. Well, we got more than 24 months, so we're clear. Our bases are covered anywhere from one to more than 24 months. So. Make your selection there, and we'll throw that up here in a moment. But in the meantime, as we take those responses, just a general question for you, Helen and Daniela. I'll start with you, Helen, since you're on my screen. What's your sense for IND activity? Just kind of as far as the buzz is concerned, who you listen to, your colleagues, what you read. Do you have any kind of prognostication on what the IND activity in the coming 12 to 18 months might look like? Does it seem like it might be a busy time? Do you anticipate more or less?
Do you mean for just companies in general, or?
Yeah, in general. Like, as far as submissions, like I think I read a stat. I should have wrote it down. I read a stat not long ago that like 2020, 2021, there were like record numbers of IND submissions to the FDA, like by a lot, right? And as I said, I would probably chalk a bunch of that up to just the onslaught of COVID therapeutic applications and also general trends in ATMPs. But I'm just curious if you looking out if you have a sense for what the tempo or pace might look like.
The cell and gene therapy space has been really hot in the past 5-10 years. And knowing that it's now called Office of Therapeutic Products. It used to be called OTAT, and that's within CBER. And they're the group that regulates the cell and gene therapies. They've been growing exceptionally. And I think it's a sign of all the incoming INDs. I do expect that number to increase significantly within the next, I would say, 2 to 3 years. The landscape is changing so quickly, and new therapies. If you just go on clinicaltrials.gov, look up cell and gene therapy, and it's amazing how much will pop up. So I do think it's going to get busier. And, as in general, most of IND submissions tend to occur right in December. So just before the coming year. But yeah, I do think it's going to be increased. I don't know what are your thoughts, Daniela?
Daniela probably she's got an interesting perch. I'm sure business picks up at NDA when there's a bunch of IND work in the works.
Yeah.
We are very busy, but for those that do like hard numbers, and are specifically interested in the cell and gene therapy space, there is a really great report that comes out from ARM, the Alliance for Regenerative Medicine, that is really looking at the number of INDs by phase. And then often, obviously, Dr. Wilson Bryan from OTAT, now OTP, often talks about the explosion of number of INDs between 2016 and today. And I believe some of these decks are available on the FDA website.
Oh, thanks for that, Daniela. Daniela's full of resources we can earmark. Miles, let's take a look at the polling results. See if it aligns with our speculation. 6 to 12 months looks like the bulk 34.8%. So yeah, busy coming year.